The 2026 NFL Honors promises to be a historic moment for the Jacksonville Jaguars, a franchise that has often flown under the national spotlight despite its young age and rich potential. At the center of that attention stands Trevor Lawrence, the franchise quarterback whose name has become synonymous with the Jaguars' recent resurgence, and Liam Cohen, the head coach whose first season at the helm has already begun to redefine the team's identity. Both men find themselves in the running for awards that no member of the franchise has ever claimed, a testament to the extraordinary season the Jaguars have produced. Lawrence, a player whose career has been closely scrutinized since his arrival in Jacksonville, is a finalist for both Most Valuable Player and Comeback Player of the Year, while Cohen, who orchestrated a dramatic turnaround from the previous season, is in contention for Coach of the Year. These nominations are more than ceremonial. They signify a collective acknowledgement of the team's growth, resilience, and the realization of potential that fans have long anticipated. The significance of Lawrence's recognition cannot be overstated. Entering the 2026 NFL Honors, he joins an elite cohort of finalists that includes Josh Allen, Drake May, Christian McCaffrey, and Matthew Stafford in the MVP category, and Stephon Diggs, Aiden Hutchinson, Christian McCaffrey, and Dak Prescott for Comeback Player of the Year. Each of these athletes has had a season worthy of admiration, yet Lawrence's dual nominations highlight not just statistical excellence, but the narrative arc of perseverance and evolution that has defined his career. From his first moments on the professional stage, Lawrence has been measured, critiqued, and celebrated in equal measure, and now, as he vies for two of the league's most coveted accolades, he represents both personal achievement and the broader ascendancy of a franchise that has long sought to make its mark on the NFL landscape. Parallel to Lawrence's personal milestones, Liam Cohen's emergence as a finalist for Coach of the Year underscores the transformative effect of leadership within professional football. Taking over as the third youngest head coach in the league, Cohen guided the Jaguars through a season that culminated in a 9-win turnaround and the team's 5th division title, a feat remarkable not only for the numbers but for the cultural shift it reflects. Playoff success was fleeting, with the Jaguars falling to the Buffalo Bills in the wildcard round, yet the season itself tells a story of strategic mastery, motivational prowess, and the building of a competitive identity. The coaching landscape in the NFL is populated with figures such as Ben Johnson, Mike McDonald, Kyle Shanahan, and Mike Vrabel, making Cohen's recognition alongside them a marker of genuine accomplishment, signaling that Jacksonville's approach to the game has matured and that the team is earning respect on a league-wide scale. For the Jaguars faithful, these nominations are a moment of collective celebration, not merely for the individuals honored, but for the affirmation of the team's progress. Fans who have endured seasons of mediocrity now find themselves with tangible evidence that the franchise is capable of competing at the highest levels, with players and coaches whose dedication, talent, and strategic insight have yielded measurable results. There's a sense of narrative continuity here as well, a connection between the history of the franchise and its present achievements, a bridge from the aspirational early days to a reality that demands acknowledgement. In many ways, the 2026 NFL Honors is not just an awards show, but a public recognition of the Jaguars' journey from potential to prominence, a symbolic milestone that resonates deeply with anyone invested in the team's evolution. The emotional weight of the evening is complemented by the broader context in which it occurs. Hosted by John Hamm at the Palace of Fine Arts in San Francisco, California, the 2026 NFL Honors takes place just days before Super Bowl 60, underscoring the gravity of the league's calendar and the spotlight on football at its most prestigious level. Viewers across the nation can tune in via NBC, the NFL Network, or streaming on Peacock and NFL Plus, experiencing not only the award announcements, but the intricate rituals of recognition, from the red carpet show presented by Invisalign to the celebration of the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2026. The setting, timing, and ceremony coalesce to create a narrative that is both intimate and spectacular, where individual triumphs are contextualized within the grandeur of the league itself. Yet amid the celebration of Lawrence and Cohen, there remains a reminder of the complex emotional landscape that defines professional sports. Former Jaguars running back Fred Taylor, an icon of the franchise and a player whose career spanned more than a decade of excellence, was once again omitted from the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2026. Taylor, who retired officially with the Jaguars in 2011 after a storied career that included remarkable feats of endurance, vision, and athleticism, has been a finalist multiple times and yet remains outside the Hall. His continued absence from the list underscores the challenges inherent in recognition and sometimes the capricious nature of awards and accolades. For fans who witnessed Taylor's dominance on the field, the snub is a moment of collective frustration, a reminder that the narratives of greatness in the NFL are often contested and that the path to historical acknowledgement is rarely straightforward. At the same time, the Jaguars' presence in other prestigious awards illustrates the multiplicity of achievement. Defensive end Eric Armstead, who joined the team as an unrestricted free agent in 2024, was named the 2024 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, a recognition that honors excellence on and off the field. Armstead's career trajectory, including his early years as a first-round draft pick, Super Bowl appearances, and repeated nominations for contributions beyond the gridiron, represents the holistic dimension of professional football, the interplay between athletic performance, personal character, and community impact. For the Jaguars, Armstead's recognition, alongside the achievements of Lawrence and Cohen, forms a mosaic of success that transcends statistics, highlighting leadership, commitment, and influence at multiple levels of the organization. The narrative woven by these awards, nominations, and recognitions carries forward into the implications for team strategy, fan engagement, and recruiting. Lawrence's prominence as an MVP and comeback player finalist positions him not only as a cornerstone of the current roster, but as a beacon for emerging talent, signaling to potential recruits that Jacksonville is a franchise capable of nurturing elite performance. Similarly, Cohen's coaching acknowledgement reinforces the message that the organization values strategic thinking, adaptability, and the cultivation of a winning culture. These elements, when communicated through the prism of high-profile awards, enhance the visibility, reputation, and attractiveness of the Jaguars within the hyper-competitive landscape of NFL recruiting and free agency. For fans, the emotional resonance of these nominations is intertwined with anticipation, pride, and aspiration. Imagining Lawrence leading drives under the stadium lights, envisioning Cohen orchestrating strategic plays from the sidelines, and reflecting on the legacy of players like Taylor and Armstead creates a layered emotional experience. This is storytelling in motion, where statistics meet human drama, where leadership, talent, and perseverance converge, and where each fan becomes a participant in a narrative that is both ongoing and evolving. The 2026 NFL Honors, in this sense, is not merely an awards ceremony, but a lens through which the Jaguars' trajectory, ethos, and potential are interpreted, celebrated, and projected into the future. In the final analysis, the convergence of individual brilliance, strategic leadership, and organizational ambition makes this moment uniquely compelling. Trevor Lawrence's dual nominations, Liam Cohen's recognition as Coach of the Year, the ongoing discourse surrounding Fred Taylor's Hall of Fame candidacy, and Eric Armstead's Man of the Year accolade all together form a tapestry that illustrates the multidimensional nature of football excellence. Each thread contributes to a story of resilience, evolution, and aspiration, linking past achievements with present triumphs and future potential. For the 2026 Jaguars, the NFL Honors is both a mirror and a milestone, a reflection of progress, a celebration of accomplishment, and a herald of the possibilities that lie ahead. The evening promises emotion, narrative depth, and a reaffirmation of the franchise's place within the larger story of the NFL, offering fans, analysts, and players alike a moment to appreciate the intersection of talent, leadership, and ambition that defines professional football at its highest level.